Hi everyone, my name is Anne. Thanks for tuning in. We're in my home studio in Parker, Colorado, and I was contacted by the company AFMAT, who makes my favorite long point pencil sharpener. The one I have is a manual of that one. In fact, I've done a whole video on my favorite manual pencil sharpeners, but I haven't done any on electric. And look what AFMAT sent me. So I want to go over this with you guys today, and I've got a handful of pencils that need sharpening. So let's check it out and let's see if it's worth the hype, shall we? Here we go. I'm going to sneak in here and start off with a little spoiler for you guys because you can see there's already shavings in this. We'll go through the opening and initial sharpening and my initial reactions, but look at this. I have a broken pencil here. This is a Prismacolor Col Erase. It's broken. It's got a jagged point. Now watch. And it stops on its own. I cannot get over that. I'm so excited. And look, the point is just about perfect. I'm so excited. Let's do another one. First, let me show you this. Look at that. Look at that nice point. And the wood just beyond the sharpened part is completely smooth. So here goes another one. Let's get it in there. And there it stops again. I mean, every single time this thing works without fail. I got one more to show you. And it stops. Look at that. Let me show you these. These are amazing. Look at those points. Oh my gosh. Let's get into this and let's see what we're doing. I think I have a new best friend. Well, in case you were wondering, yes, there is hype around a pencil sharpener, especially if you're an artist or a teacher or anyone who needs to sharpen pencils. It's such an easy thing that we think, but I have had many pencil sharpeners fail on me, and so I did go through the process of testing, and the one that I landed on that I liked the best was this AFMAT manual long point, and it sharpens the pencils like this to a really long point. These are for very specific purposes, but what I want to do today is I'm going to try a luminance. I just want to really get it sharpened just to see if I were, you know, just wanting to sharpen pencils really quickly, because look at this, it sharpens in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And you can sharpen things one right after another. You can save your pencil, it won't break. It's got all different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes of pencils. And you can sharpen for 7,000 times on this. I imagine before it wears out or before you have to give it a rest. I don't know that. But what I do know is that I love the brand AFMAT. They've never let me down, and I was so happy that they contacted me. And I am a real pencil sharpener nerd, you guys. I really like having sharp pencils because when you're an artist, you need to have that pencil sharp so that you can get those fine, delicate lines. So let me set this manual one aside. Now, at the end of the video, and also right up here in the corner, I'm going to link to the other video that I made featuring the manual pencil sharpeners, the handhelds and the manuals. So if that's something that you're more interested in, you can look at that. But today on this video, we're going to look at this electric baby to see, just to see what it's like. So let's get it opened up. Ooh, I forgot. It comes in fun colors. I chose pink because why not? It comes with a user manual. The first thing I noticed on this schematic here is that the bin looks really, really large. So I'm excited to see that. You also get a plug-in unit for it right here, and all of these will tell you you can sharpen 500 pencils at a time, 500 pencils consecutively. That is pretty cool. An auto deburring function. At the end of it, a sharpening process, the pencil sharpener will deburr and finish the pencil nib before stopping sharpening. Have you ever done that, especially with those old, I'm old, the pencil sharpeners that we had on the wall at school, you know, where you would have to crank and crank. My parents had one in our basement. I loved that thing. I think it was by Bostitch, the staple company. But anyway, they were these silver metal things, and you would sharpen and sharpen and sharpen your pencil, and it would get shorter and shorter and shorter, and it would come out just jagged and not done. That's why we keep getting shorter, is because you would always have to keep redoing it. So I have some pencils that aren't quite an investment and some that are big investment pencils in here today. So I need this pencil sharpener to work really well. And the speed is great. If you buy a brand new set of colored pencils, let's say, or drawing pencils, and they're not sharpened. Now, a lot of you might be balking right away saying, never use an electric pencil sharpener. Well, there are some people out there who like electric sharpeners. So if that's your preference, if you want to use a manual, then at the end of the video, I will link to my review of manual pencil sharpeners if that's something you like. And you know, a lot of artists just go with a good old X-Acto knife. So keep that in mind as you're watching this video. If an electric pencil sharpener isn't something that interests you, then, you know, feel free to move on. But for us here today, for those of us who are interested, I think this one is going to be really cool. I have pretty high hopes. So I like the way it was packaged, and it was shipped to me with no issues whatsoever. The people that I dealt with in the company were very, very nice. And I will put all of the affiliate links down in the description, because if my memory serves, you can get this from one of my Amazon links. So that'll be fun. All right, so it comes in a few different colors. And I will put those colors up on the screen here. Okay. Oh, it looks nice and sleek. It's not heavy, you guys. I have another desk model, and it weighs a ton. That one is kind of an old school model, but this one, it's got the suction cups on it so that when you put it down, it's, ooh, I just knocked something down, sorry. It's gonna stay there. It's not gonna budge. And that's really nice because there is a motor in here, and there you go. You do need that, that little extra grippy for it to be safe. My goodness, it does grip really well. Okay, so let's take the cord out of its little twisty here. And the plug that I have is right down here. So I'm going to actually turn this the other way, and I will try and move the camera so that you guys can get a better view. But let me just plug this in. There we go. We are plugged in. There's no switch to turn on. It's just ready to go. So you could just plug this in, leave it on your desk, and you would be all set. Very, very convenient. Now for the, sorry, these things really grip well, which is a good thing, trust me. Pull it out to open. There it is right there. Empty the shaving bin, pull it out to open. It has this locking latch mechanism right here, and I just didn't want to break that. So let's just pull it out as recommended. There we go. Oh, that was very easy. This is so nice. What a big bin that is. For a comparison, let me show you the manual bin, which needs to be emptied. That's probably twice the capacity right there. So if you are looking to have, ooh, that was not smart, have a pencil sharpener that you don't want to have to empty the bin a lot, this electric one might just really be what you're looking for. Let me just scoop these back in here. You know what I kind of like? I kind of like the smell of pencil shavings because it reminds me of back to school. Anybody else feel that way? I'm a pretty big nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. Okay, so here we are. We're going to set this up and put this right back in here. Easy peasy. Just clicks right in. And now let me change the angle on this so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Alrighty, so here we are all plugged in and all set to go. Let's try, first we're going to take a look. I got to tip this up so I can see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, the pencil opening is this one here in the bottom. And typically when you purchase one of these, it's set for standard. So let's just pull a standard pencil. You know what I'm going to try first? This is the Prismacolor Color-Erase pencils, and they come unsharpened. So let's try, and the promise was 3 seconds. So let's try to see if that works. Okay, it might be noisy. Here you go. It stopped. Oh my. Okay, that worked. And it was kind of an automatic stop. Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay, let me try another one. This is another Color-Erase pencil. And these are actually probably, well, they might be really old. I have to test the erasers to sure. No, they've still got a little squish left in the eraser, not much. But these could be 10, 15 years old. All right, let's try this. It did it again. It stopped. Okay, and this time I just pulled it out without doing like a little finish. And it's sharp, but it's not to a point. This one, I have a much, this one I have a much brighter point. Oh, my hands are so dry. I'm sorry about that. So let's just give this a little bit of a zhuzhing. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm thoroughly impressed. I can't lie. This is amazing. I'm sorry my hands are like right in your face when I'm doing this. Let's try this one here. So you just push it in and it stops when it's, oh, look at that. Oh, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I want to get this one a little bit better here. Oh, and you can hear it too. You can hear the sound change a little bit. Look at this. These are lovely. I would have no problems with that. And obviously I am very excited with this performance. Let's take a real close up look at the burring, and there isn't any. The burring, again, remember, is when there's really jagged edges here and it's just not smooth. This feels sanded. It feels smooth. It feels really fabulous. And the pencils themselves are completely unscathed. Let me try this one. This still has its factory sharpen on it, and this is a Faber-Castell Polychromos. So I do trust this pencil sharpener, and so I'm going to use my very good pencils in here. So let's try this one. It worked. Oh, wow. Oh, my lovely. That is so nice. You guys, am I crazy for getting all excited about a pencil sharpener? Look at these. Oh, okay. This is like Christmas morning for me. Now, this one already has a long point on it, and it is a Holbein artist color pencil that I have sharpened with the long point pencil sharpener. I'm going to do something that's going to hurt a lot of you. I'm going to break it. This is all I'm sacrificing for the review. I'm sacrificing that little tiny piece right there. So no worries. Let's find out if we can sharpen this. Look at that. Look at that. It's even better than the manual, I have to say. Wow, 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 wow. That is a nice point. I mean, see if I can get it to focus just on the point. That is so nice. Okay, I'm going to try now for the big guns. I'm going to try a Caran d'Ache Luminance. Now, I think this one might fit. This one I need to go to a little bit bigger size. So let's see. I think I'm going to go to this one here. Yeah, it's a little bit big on it, but I think this one was just too tight. So let's try this. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's okay. I realize that I'm getting very excited about a sharp pencil, but that's why you sharpen pencils, right? That's why you have a pencil sharpener, is so that you can get results like this. And when you're dealing with other sharpeners, you may not get those kind of results. This is a Derwent drawing pencil. I love that stop. Wow, that's a long point. That really is nice. Now this one has that little edge right there. Let's see if we can just clean that up just a touch. It stops. It doesn't go when it's sharpened. I mean, like, it's done. It says, no, nope, you're good. That's enough. Wow. Okay, this is a Blick Studio pencil, their house brand. And it's about as big around as a Prismacolor, a little bit fatter than a Prismacolor. Maybe it's more like a Polychromos. So let's switch back. Sorry, my hands have arthritis. There we go. Okay, let's switch back to this one. I didn't have that in there quite right at first. That's why it was doing the stutter stop there. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, I'm impressed. Now this one was also sharpened at one point by the long point, but I'm just going to change it to this point here. This one here. Sorry, I want to tell you what it is. This one is also polychromos. It feels like there's a mechanism in there that you need to push against. And if your pencil doesn't need to be sharpened all that much, it may not. I don't know. I'm guessing. This is a Derwent Color Soft. Wow. I'm impressed. Let me try this one again. I wasn't pushing hard enough. All right, a little bit of a learning curve, a little bit of trust issues. If you have been burned by a pencil sharpener in the past and you've sharpened, and your brand new expensive pencil ends up this big, you know, put a note in the comments. Maybe we can start a support group. This is a Prismacolor that is a Prismacolor Premier, and it has a long point on it, but I want to adjust it to this point, not the lesser point, this same angle here. Look at that. It took and see, not that much lead was lost. That's a good thing to measure. Okay. All right, let's try something here. We'll measure with this one here. This is a brand new Prismacolor Color Soft pencil. Color Erase pencil. Including the eraser, we have 19 centimeters. So we'll put this in, and when it stops, then we'll remeasure it so you can see how much of your pencil ends up in here. Okay, that's the factory stop right there. And including the eraser, we have very close to 19 centimeters. Can you see that? We're right about here, so we only lost a half a centimeter. So 5 millimeters. I think this might be my new best friend. You'll see this on the channel more and more, and I promise you that this is going to be just a delight. Let's just show how sharp these are. I've got a little bit of, I'm going to scoot this guy back. Those are the suction cups there. Just really lovely, sharp point. I'll zoom in here so you guys can really see this because I'm coloring very lightly. That is delightful. Let's try another one. This is the Prismacolor Color Erase. I mean, wow. Hands down, these are the most beautifully sharpened pencils I have at the moment in my studio. Tell you what, my friends, the AFMAT Electric Pencil Sharpener is everything they say it's going to be. I am thrilled. I like the different colors that it comes in. Removing the bin is super easy. You just pull it right out, and then this function here, you can take pencils from 7.6 millimeters in diameter all the way up to 11.2 millimeters in diameter. And every single pencil you put in there will have a snug fit, and it will work to that auto stop just like we learned here in the video today. And if you have any questions about its performance at all, you can see I've referred to it a while in this video. It comes with that handy dandy little instruction pamphlet. Guys, this is a no-brainer. I love this pencil sharpener. So what I will say, friends, is if you are looking for a new pencil sharpener that has a lot of different pencil sizes, has an easy to open drawer, and these suction cups really work well. That's just so easy to empty, just like that, and then you just pop it right back in. I think this AFMAT might be a really good addition to your studio, your office, your classroom. I mean, I can't complain. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.